So about 4 or 5 years ago, this story had popped up on my Facebook page today, October 21st, 2024. But this actually happened in Columbus, Ohio, October 21st, 2019. Her name is Areica Hill. She's 31 years old. She was awakened out of her sleep by her dog who was barking, and she went to investigate the situation. Now, she explains when you open up her bedroom door, you could look pretty much straight down the hallway to the bathroom, and that's where she saw a white woman bent over the bathtub giving her 2-year-old son a bath. That in itself would scare the shit out of me. She did not know who this white woman was. She never spoke to her, never met her, didn't know how this woman got in her house. So she went down there, down the hallway, to grab her son and see really what the hell was going on. She ended up having to tackle this woman to get her away from her kid. Meanwhile, her boyfriend then wakes up and has to restrain this woman until the police got there. Now, the woman told the police after she was arrested, Elizabeth Hixon, 22 years old, she would tell the police while she's being charged with burglary, and that was it. Areica Hill wants more charges added on, but she says that the kid was outside and she went inside the unlocked door to give this child some care. That's exactly what she said. She wanted to, quote, provide care for this 2-year-old boy, end quote. Amazing, amazing. This really freaked me out. If you've been following me or listened to any of my stories, you know I'm a huge horror fan, and this right here really freaked me out. This woman is sleeping in her apartment with her man, and the kid is supposed to be in there asleep too. Now, I looked years ago, and pretty much these are the same articles. I cannot find any updates like what's going on. Now, let's say, for instance, that Hixon did find this 2-year-old child outside. Why won't you call the police? Why are you opening up an unlocked door? That's what she claims. And you decide to give this child a bath. So much is missing from this story. I really do not know still what's going on 5-6 years later. Still don't know what's going on with this story. I know that Elizabeth Hixon was again arrested and she bonded out on an unspecified bond. So we don't know how much money was actually paid, but she did get out of jail. And her mother told NBC 5, I believe, I guess it's NBC 5, that her daughter had good intentions and that her heart was in the right place. But let's just say, for instance, because something really weird is going on. I've seen children outside and playing in front of the house, even late. You know, it's not my business. Now, if I saw a very small child, you know, I might hold a child, meanwhile, you know, yelling for somebody like, hello, your baby's out here, or definitely call the police. Why? Why would you go inside a home and give a child a bath that you don't even know? And you should see the comments that I see. Oh, she was just trying to help out. Maybe the child was dirty. Why is the child outside? Who even said that the child was outside but her? And something clearly is not right with Elizabeth Hixon, really, and her mother. Yeah, I'm going to throw her mother under the bus too. And her mother, to say that your daughter had good intentions and your heart is in the right place to enter in a home that you've never been in, because Areica Hill does not know this woman, does not know anything about this woman, never spoke to this woman. So something is not right there. Now let's just, and I'm going to get dark here. Let's say this woman entered the home and she drowned this child and left this child in the water and left the home. And then a couple hours later, Areica Hill and her boyfriend, they wake up and this baby is deceased. Them two, they're both looking at each other because one of them did it. One of them had to do it. They're the only ones there, right? One of them had to do it. But we don't know that a whole woman came inside and decided to provide unwanted childcare to this kid. That's very scary. Or even went in and took the baby and did something with the baby later on, maybe discarded it later, sold it, anything. I mean, this is really creepy. And we do hear about, people entering in homes. We have many stories about people entering homes, taking children, and then fleeing the scene. And now you have the parents that are looking like suspects because how does somebody get in your home while you're sleeping and take your child? It seems very easily. She said the door was unlocked. Now, there have been occasions that sometimes, you come in too quick and you forget to not lock the door properly or unlock. There's even been times I've left keys. It was around the time I used to drink. I don't do that no more, but I did leave actual keys in my door. Yeah, don't drink anymore. But, it could be circumstances where you don't fully close your door all the way or anything could happen. But this woman walked in there and gave her 2-year-old kid a bath. I mean, that is creepy. That is very scary. And I don't know, 5-6 years later, I don't know really what is going on still with this story. I did go peep on Areica Hill's page, and she does not discuss, this story at all publicly on her page. But I do hope that, everything's okay. And I mean, the baby's little. The baby didn't know what the hell was going on. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Hopefully she has cameras in her home now. Hopefully she makes sure those doors are locked. Maybe she doesn't even live in the same place. I know I couldn't. I'd be freaked out all the time. I could even take a bath in there, because this is really what Lifetime movies are made of, right? Or just weird movies that a woman, very attractive, this Elizabeth Hixon, very pretty, and pretty nuts too. But to go in this house and do this, and you're not wanted in this house, or we can flip it. She could have came in there. What if this was an armed family? This was a stand your grounds family, if you will. So she comes in there. They could have shot her. They could have shot her while she's trying to allegedly, give this child a bath. Right there. Then it would have been like, where did this woman come from? How did she get in? I mean, it could have been a real big mess. So yeah, all these years later, I'm really trying to find out what went on here. And I cannot find absolutely anything. And this just popped up because this is the day that it happened all those years ago. So yeah, I'm really trying to find out what went on here with Elizabeth Hixon and Areica Hill. If you guys know anything, please comment down below. I really, really do want to know. I'll definitely keep looking to see if anything pops up about this story. But this was definitely one of the scarier ones that I've read. It just really creeps me out. Hey, you guys, one more thing. There is a video, Elizabeth Hixon, on here. If you put it in the search bar on YouTube, it's a young girl dancing with long hair to an old school song. I believe it's her. I did not want to add it in my video because I wasn't quite sure, but I do think it's her with longer hair. I do. Check it out. Let me know if that's her. I really did want to add that to the video, But I do think it's her. And also, Elizabeth Hixon, if you're listening to this video, if you're looking at it, because a lot of people do look at my videos, especially because I put their name in the title and they know I'm talking about them. You can remove your video if you want. That way I will know it's you. I already screen recorded it. So if you remove it, then I knew it was you.